Assalamualaikum and good morning to my fellow lecturers and friends. My name is YASMIN ASHIQIN binti Muhammad HASRIN, and today I would like to share about my enlargement plan in regional study and planning. Without any further ado, let's move to the first topic, which is site introduction. My site is a jetty which is located at Kampung Batu 4 Meru Kapar in Klang. This site is a hidden jetty that located nearest to Sungai Pulo in Klang. The jetty is well known by the local in Kampung Batu 4, but it is unknown to the public, especially people in Klang. The area of the jetty is around 7.5 acres and it is surrounded by mangrove area and Sungai Pulo itself. It is also located very near to the villages area which known as the Kampung Batu 4 and Kampung Sementar. There is also a small restaurant, namely Disayang Seafood, also located nearest to the jetty itself, which make me sure that there is a passive human activity in this jetty. So maybe some of you wondering what seems to be a problem in this site. So now let me show you to the site issue. The site issue in this site is a loss of identity, sense of place, and environment devaluing due to poor use of space. Why? Because there is some problems could be found that led to be a main issue, which is improper solid and management, since there's a lot of construction debris in the area that makes the area looks bad. Also, it has contributed to soil contaminants due to a lot of improper waste. Other than that, the jetty also is a lack of facilities such as pedestrian ways and proper road side, as it seems to have broken road that could harm the user. Next, the jetty also has occurred an ecosystem degradation due to degradation of habitat in the area, since there is an abandoned pond at the center of the jetty area with bad pollution and condition, which makes the area polluted so bad. Last but not least, this jetty is a lack of social engagement, since it is hidden in the mangrove area and only known within the local villagers and the fishermen only that make this jetty has passive activity in terms of human social activities. Moreover, this status problem has led to an issue which is poor connection and sense of place, lack of community and activity, improper space planning, and no welcoming sense for user. With this problem and issues occur in this jetty, I have come with aims and objectives and followed by design ideas that will help to overcome the issues in this problem. The aim is to create an identity of the jetty into tourism and attraction approach and enhancing the ecosystem of the nature for wildlife and people. This aim comes with the three objectives, which is to enhance the cultural element of fishing activity of the place and to create identity and sense of place to engage social interaction for local people. Second is to improve environment quality and engage ecosystem to attract wildlife and create a habitat. And lastly, to have more comprehensive and well-connected of jetty to local people and tourists to engage the place liveliness. Next, let's move to the concept development. So, by the stated issues, I try to split them to get my theme and concept, and here it is. I get a sustainable attraction and economic growth from my theme, and after I detail up some few details, I came up with the keywords and I decided to finalize my concept to the eternal ecotourism, which means the site will have a livable and great recreational space for users to use, at the same time expose them to get a fisherman culture lifestyle and give a good economic growth to the fishermen. Then here is my Bible diagram for my conceptual development, which I more focus on retreat and rehab for few programming that I will show you in the next slide. So here is my final design in my site, which I am focused on the jetty and area near the jetty which related to the retreat and rehab. So the programming in my plan is the entrance, the glamping park, the fishers hub, fisherman place, fisherman market, jetty viewing decking, mangrove trail, and community farm that I believe will engage the place liveliness with high social interaction between local and user. As you can see in my section, I am focused on the fisheries hub programming because this site has a lot of potential that can be built up to solve main issues such as the identity and the environmental development itself. How? So in this area, I propose a renewal of abandoned fish pond that polluted the environment with the new fish pond by adding aquaculture plantation that will help to retreat the water quality of the pond, which will be also flow in the Sungai Pulo River. As you can see, I propose for Nelumbo, Nucifera and cattail as my aquaculture plan. Other than that, this pond area I propose for fisheries activity which user can experience themselves to feel how the fisherman's lifestyle by build a decking above the pond and provide fishing activities for them to catch the fishes. Also, I propose the other pond with the other activities such as viewing and learning pond where they can enjoy the beauty of nature in the pond. Next, I also propose a fisherman resting place where they can rest their body before or after they go to fishing. Other than that, they also can run a business to the public in this resting place by selling their product to increase economic growth for them. And last but not least, in my site focus area, I propose a jetty with non-functional activities which can be divided by two, which jetty and fisherman market. The jetty I proposed at the front of the area, which located at the upfront of the river, so user can enjoy the nature of mangrove and sunset since it's the river towards the sea. For the fisherman market, I proposed at the back side of the jetty, so users are comfortable to buy the fisherman product. So my perspective is focused on the fisheries hub as I stated in the section just now. As you can see, the renewal of the area is where I propose a proper facilities such as walkway, roadside and parking for user. I also propose a street planting to create a sense of welcoming and give shades to pedestrian. As for pond, I propose for aquaculture plants that will help to recover the water quality and at the same time help the fish ecosystem in the pond. I believe this area will give a big impact on this design as it will solve a few issues in the meantime. My design strategies, I propose three main ideas, which is social culture aspect, which focus on improving the existing jetty by creating an identity to fisheries activity to enhance the livable of the jetty. Second is the mangrove area is to preserve the mangrove biodiversity and habitat ecosystem. And lastly, recreational park, which is to engage the social interaction in people, local and tourists. As for my planting strategies, I apply 4 methods of planting strategies, which is street planting, phytomediation, aquaculture plantation and mangrove area. So in conclusion, I have solved the issues by creating an identity of the fisherman jetty, which implementing fisheries element that will give benefits to the fishermen and the other users by achieving all the 3 stated aims and objectives, which is to enhance, to improve, and to have more comprehensive and connected jetty towards local and other users. I hope that my design will sustain for the 50 years from now. And not to forget, this is my final board for my enlargement plan. So that is all from me. Thank you for your attention.